You're watching an NDTV exclusive. To meet Lalit Modi means you have to travel to some pretty exotic locations. Last time, Lalit and I almost sat down in Montenegro. That didn't quite work out. But now we're here in Bangkok, Thailand. We're here because Lalit Modi has won a major battle in the Interpol court for the moment. India has been trying to get what is known as a red notice, a global arrest warrant issued against him. But just earlier this week, Interpol ruled that they will not be issuing that red notice, and in fact they're deleting all records of Lalit Modi from his database, which probably explains why Lalit Modi has got a smile on his face, though he's always smiling.
I'm always smiling, but you know, it's taken 6 years of my life. This matter began 6 years ago.
Yeah.
To date, not a single charge sheet has been filed anywhere in the world. Not a single case has been brought up against me anywhere in the world. It's innuendos in media that they say they are going to question me for something. They question everybody.
But the cases against you in India do remain. I mean,
it can remain.
Interpol has given you a clean sheet.
One second. The case in India can remain with the ED. At the end of the day, it will have to go to court one day.
Yeah.
If somebody wants to investigate, they're most welcome. But ultimately, it has to go to court to be tried. To be tried, you must have some documentation. You must have something on your plate.
I'll come to those charges in just a second. But tell me about Interpol first.
Yes.
Because some say that you knew this was coming.
Oh, I had.
Because you have gamed the system. You have contacts in Interpol, and they have helped you out on more than one occasion.
I think you got Interpol completely wrong.
All right.
First and foremost, there's the Secretariat.
Yes.
And then there's the Commission.
Right.
There's an independent commission of judges, which comes from various parts of the world.
Okay.
They are the ones who decide. Nobody's allowed to go and meet the judges. If I tried to meet the judges, we were not even given access. So nobody gets access to the judges. They independently make their judgment.
Sit down and take the decision. But when people say that amongst your best friends is a gentleman called Ron Noble, who is the former head of Interpol.
But he's the Secretariat. He himself cannot talk to the Commission. Please understand.
But he is a dear friend of yours.
He's a good friend of mine. The point is not that. I have lots of good friends around the world.
Yeah.
The point is that Interpol decides the matter on the basis of legality. By the way, it's not that they gave me a clean sheet all the way through. They actually were going after me, because the Indian government had put so much pressure on them and had lied to them and given them documentation.
Okay, no, but...
No, one second, hold on. And they were in the process of issuing. So when we said to them, produce the document, because they were being arm twisted. They said, oh, we don't have any document, we believe them. I said, what do you mean you believe them?
No, so you're saying that A, there is Ron Noble, B, there is a gentleman called Ratsel Martha, who's the former legal counsel of Interpol. He now heads a law firm which represents you. Surely you accept that even for an organization like Interpol, old relationships matter.
It doesn't matter, first and foremost. What matters is the law. What matters is the law. This is an international, worldwide, most famous body in the world. One second, most famous body in the world.
Yeah.
There are no questions on the integrity of the body by any country in the world so far, ever. And so the point is, whenever they do take a decision, they don't care about who the person is. They take a decision based upon the merits of the case, and only on the merits of the case, because it's not decided by the Secretariat.
Okay, but how do you explain the fact then that for someone like you, who has been under the Interpol scanners, you said they went after you, you seem to have all these friends and associates who are former heads of Interpol, legal counsel of Interpol.
One second. When people retire from the government, you look at all business houses, they hire those bureaucrats and they work for them. Or they hire XYZ, they work for them.
For a reason.
No, not for a reason.
Because they still have influence in the running of the government.
One second, we don't want to have influence in the running of the government. We want to have influence only in regard to understanding the law. If we don't understand the law, it's a very, very complicated field. It's international law.
Okay.
It goes across jurisdiction.
Okay.
It goes across many, many different countries. So what happens is that when somebody is asking for documentation, first and foremost, let's be very clear. The basic thing that you're got to give to anybody, even to a judge in India, is a charge sheet.
Right.
Or there must be a charge sheet, or there must be a complaint. Where is it?
Okay.
One second, where is it? Now 7 years have gone by. I want you to ask the ED, where is the charge sheet?
Okay.
Now one second. They're basing this all upon what? They're basing this all upon an FIR that was filed by Mr. N. Srinivasan in Chennai. Now, by the way, do you know what the FIR says?
I know.
No, what does it say? It says that this matter is not criminal. There is no locus standi of Mr. Lalit Modi in the matter. They don't want to close that file. I have a copy of that file.
I know. I've seen the FIR. So,
No,
so let me finish the question at least. So you are denying the fact that any of this, any of the relief you got from the Interpol, has nothing to do with these extraordinary relationships you have
Absolutely.
with
In fact, they went
senior officials of the Interpol.
Ex-official of the Interpol. The new regime doesn't even like the old regime. It is extremely difficult, first and foremost, to penetrate the commission. The commissions are changed all the time, and the commission are judges who we don't even know.
There were leaked emails between Ron Noble and Rutsal Martha.
But no, that's not one second.
He's saying, please ask, he's telling Mr. Martha, please ask Interpol to issue clarifications on Lalit Modi's status.
Excuse me, that's not leaked information. That is my legal team telling each other, we need to ask for more clarification. It's a right to ask for clarification. When we are going to a body that is going to take a judgment, India is asking for clarification. We are going to ask for clarification.
Okay.
All
So
parties, parties are required to ask for clarification. If you don't get clarification, how are you going to build your case?
Okay, so you're saying that you've not gamed the system. This is an independent, impartial result that has come in your favor. But if you take India, let me ask you about India. The Indian government. Now you said that it was the Congress. This is the allegation that the Congress has been going on a witch hunt after you, but the government changed. New government comes. They continue to go after you.
Because
and then you get away, and then you let off.
1 minute, I'm not let off. The new government comes, the old government pressurizes the new government. You saw what they did with the parliament. They stalled the parliament for some reason or the other a year ago. My point is very simple.
Are you saying that...
My point is simple. My point is simple, that there has to be a locus standi to take action. You're not guilty. In our country, you're found guilty without even a charge. Because somebody says so. Okay, 1 minute. Somebody says so. Today I sit here today. I am the one, by the way, just for I want to put it for record. I am the one who created the IPL. I did not take anybody's money, nor government money, nor public money. I created it on my own, with my own people. Okay, there was no money taken from anybody.
Okay, one second.
One second. I want to explain.
You're not even allowing me to ask questions. It's becoming a monologue. The allegation though is that you did siphon off money. You siphoned off. No, 1 second. Let me put the allegation to you. You can rebut it. That allegation still remains as a piece of investigation by the Indian agency that as part of what was a facilitation fee between a sports management company and a broadcaster, you siphoned off some of that money. So that allegation still remains.
Allegation remains in whose mind? Only in the mind of Indian people, first of all, who don't understand the law, number one. Number two,
the Enforcement Directorate.
They're clowns. And I say that very clearly because, number one, international companies like Lagadia are involved. And in this transaction, the Indian government went around the world checking bank accounts, looking money trail. They did not find anything, number one. Number two, the money trail dried up, and the money that World Sports Group took was returned back to Sony. One minute. So if I had taken X amount of money, you think they're not going to come after me?
Okay, let me ask you a question.
1 minute, let me ask you a second. You're making an allegation out here of siphoning out.
I'm not making the allegation.
Somebody else did. But these people have made an allegation 7 years ago. All the other people are in their control. They're living there. They can arm twist them, tell them to give an affidavit against me, show me a bank account where Lalit Modi has got.
Let me ask
2
you
days,
something.
Why hasn't that appeared? 7 years later. I mean, I rest my case.
I ask you something which a lot of people have in their mind. You're saying you've not siphoned off any money from IPL, but you're not associated with IPL anymore. Then how do you afford this Lalit Modi lifestyle?
What are you talking about?
Here we are in this.
Have you seen the KK Modi group?
Luxurious hotel in Bangkok.
You know how big the Modi group is? Are you aware?
Yes, of course I'm aware.
What? Our market cap is close to $3 billion. What's wrong with you people? And it has always been. I've always had a lifestyle bigger than anybody else in India from the very beginning. So how do you think the Modi family was the premier family in Delhi? Okay, so my grandfather Gujarmal Modi built what?
Okay.
So what, are you saying? I think that you think that because I came with a diamond spoon in my mouth, not with a silver spoon. I came with a diamond spoon in my mouth, and I've always had it.
Are you saying that the family wealth is what is subsidizing all this larger than life?
What is subsidizing? It's my wealth.
Okay.
So I can do what I want with it.
But you're not actively involved in the family business, that's what I'm asking you.
1 second. Whether you're involved or not involved, every shareholder of the business is equal of the business.
Yes.
So if you're a shareholder of the business and you're a member of the family, you get equal. And I was involved with the business, and I'm not involved sometimes. We have a totally professional management, first and foremost. No members of the family are involved in the day-to-day functioning of any company.
Right.
All companies that are set up new members participate.
This is Godfrey Phillips, which is the cigarette maker.
They're all professionally managed.
Which is the big sort of revenue generator.
And Indophil, big generator.
Indophil, which is chemicals and
largest manufacturer insecticides and chemicals in the world.
Insecticides and chemicals.
And so these are individually managed companies, highly profitable companies.
Okay.
Their market caps run into billions. Okay, their turnovers run into billions, so they're highly profitable. We take any debt.
You're saying it is as you said, you're born with a diamond spoon in your mouth.
Yes.
So therefore, all of this.
What is it got to do with cricket?
Flows from that. No, the question is because the allegation being that where is the money coming from? Like I said at the outset.
Ask the politicians
to afford the Lalit Modi lifestyle.
Politicians,
yeah.
All the politicians in Delhi for the last 50 years, where did their money come from? Not me. Ask them where their money came from. We were Delhi based. Ask all of them where their money came from.
You may well know.
I know because we were the only industrial family based, Delhi based. You should ask them where their money came from. Don't ask me because we were the ones, but the premier industrial family in Delhi.
Why don't you name names?
I'm not interested in naming names.
Why not?
I'm not interested.
You keep saying that I'm going to make. You keep saying that you're going to blow the lid off.
I have formally, after 7 years, had a victory against a government that pursued me without cause, without documentation. To date, they haven't even been able to produce a single document against me. I mean, they should have at least produced one, not a single document in the international court, whether it's in the bilateral treaty or a multilateral treaty. All have been rejected. England rejected the multilateral treaty. Everybody rejected everything.
Right. Okay. Let me ask you this then. Let me come back to the question I put to you. You said that you have been the victim of a witch hunt by the Congress party.
That's right.
They had a problem with you.
That's right.
But you still didn't answer my question. That it's now been 3.5 years since the Modi government has come into power. But it's not like they took the foot off the pedal. I mean, they also pursued you.
It's an ongoing investigation. But the Congress party is every day going after them and saying, what are you doing to Lalit Modi? What are you doing? So they will investigate.
You're saying it's because of pressure that they're doing this? Otherwise they won't want to?
The department is going on. They would want to. They would want to finish it. But the point is the department concerned. The department concerned is going on a witch hunt.
Okay.
And if they had document, I wish they had one. How they had one document? Let them just produce that one document. They can't produce even one in 7 years. I mean, come on, that is a joke. Many people in our country have siphoned off money and they get away. I am the one who created 47,000 crores of wealth. I created 47,000 crores of wealth for nothing. From nothing, I'm sorry.
Maybe they will produce that document, maybe they will not.
I did not take government subsidies, I did not take government money, I didn't take public money. I created from my ingenuity. I put a whole nation, I brought it together, I created a product that unites the whole nation.
All right, let me
what has anybody else done?
Okay, let me ask you now the politics of it, because you're saying that it was the problem was with the Congress. You have been a big admirer of Narendra Modi.
Yes.
You're public about it.
Yes.
You continue to admire him?
I completely admire him. Look what he has done with the currency. Look what he has done with GST. Nobody else could do it. He has gone out there and implemented. These are tough steps. And a lot of people criticize him. But in the long run, these policies are what are going to safeguard India's economic policy.
But here's the great irony of it. The fact that you managed to once again embarrass India in the international forum.
I am not interested in
embarrasses the government, embarrasses Narendra Modi.
One second.
Because people turn around and say, let me finish. People turn around and say, here is a gentleman who says he'll come in, he'll catch all those who face charges of corruption, he'll bring back Vijay Mallya, he'll bring back Lalit Modi, and here we are.
Listen, you can bring
enjoying this beautiful Bangkok morning.
Because it is you people who think that there is corruption. When there is no corruption, what do you want to catch? I've been saying, so as far as I am concerned, I am saying very clearly from day one, I've said whatever I said. I said Srinivasan was a crook, you guys said no. 4 years later, he became one. Everybody that I pointed out. 1 minute.
My question is on Narendra Modi. And
my question on Narendra Bhai is also this. My point is that why you think that that if I have to save myself, that it is going to bring no credibility on the nation. That is not my fault.
Because that government is the same government. The government of India is pursuing you. The government is headed by the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister is Narendra Modi.
But there is the people in the department who should do their job, and the people in the department don't do their job and get the documents across. I can't be held to respond to.
Have you had any chance to convey your point of view to him?
No, I haven't had any chance to convey my point, and I don't need to, because in my heart I know I'm clean, and I know I don't need to. See, if I would be running away from things if I wasn't clean. I am not doing that for one reason only, because I know I'm clean. I'm from day one saying that.
Okay, let me ask you this, that at the end of the day, you may have got this clean sheet from Interpol, but you still face a raft of charges in India.
Charges are anything, but Valsi.
But at the end of the day, that prevents you from coming back to India, does it not?
It doesn't. We will fight the charges also. One second.
But,
now that
one
second. We have fought in the Indian courts in the past. Now the issue is, somebody can make a charge, right? Ultimately, he has to go to court. Ultimately, has to be a charge sheet. Why can't they take it to court and make a charge sheet?
But
why don't they take it to court and make a charge sheet? I'm waiting for that.
But have you isolated yourselves by losing such friends as you had
I have not
within
lost
the
any.
government?
I don't need government support because I don't need. I need support.
No, but are they still friends? Is Vasundhara Raje still a friend of yours?
This is not a question for me to answer.
No, but I'm asking the question.
No need to answer the question. For me, the issue is not that. My issue is very simple. My case is a legal issue. No people can help me or will help. Only thing that will help is the court system, and I have to go legally. And the point being,
well,
let's
not be completely naive here. We know how all systems work.
You're saying the Indian system is totally, the court system is totally political.
I'm not saying the court system is totally political. I'm saying that let's live in the real world.
The real world
it helps to have friends in high places. It does not?
Not in the case of the courts.
Okay, not in the case of the courts. But you still didn't answer my question, because at that time,
I have no
it appeared that you'd burned your bridges with Vasundhara Raje, with Sushma Swaraj, people who've been your great friends and have been supporters of yours through all these years.
And I've been supporters of theirs too all these years.
But do they remain so? Do they remain friends? Do they remain allies of yours?
Allies come and go, friends come and go. We have well-wishers who have been there for a long time.
Okay.
And even when we don't talk or we talk, they will always be well-wishers, okay?
So they remain well-wishers?
They will always remain well-wishers. When you are, the point is, we don't have to talk, we don't have to see each other. But when if I have done something wrong, my well-wishers also will turn against me. My point is that for so many years, when we went out there and did...
So you've had no contact with
either
either of them since...
No contact.
For the past 2 years, nothing at all?
Nothing at all. No contact at all.
But one thing I don't understand about you is that you do keep praising Narendra Modi. I keep seeing your tweets, but you keep attacking the finance minister.
Because he is the one who caused all the problem. He was the one who sat on the disciplinary committee and took a decision even before me appearing it. If he sat on the disciplinary committee of the BCCI, where I was supposed to... One second.
But he wasn't the only one. It was a committee.
The day I was supposed to appear, he decided that day he's not going. That day he will close the meeting and not let me appear because he could not face me. So I am the accused. I have to appear in court that day. He said, "Oh no, now we're going to close up and we're going to make our report." Excuse me. They've done all the other witnesses. My turn comes. He's going to close up and go home. So my point is that the judge decides. He's the judge. He's the prosecutor. And he's also.
So is it a personal
vendetta against
him?
It is a personal vendetta.
It is a personal vendetta against him that you keep going, you keep tweeting stuff about him.
He knows it's personal. I know it's personal. We know it's personal. From the day when I went after him, when he was in Delhi Cricket Association, and I went after the company law board to say, look at the accounts of Delhi Cricket Association way back in 2004.
But hold on. I have to ask you this because you keep saying that you will come out with some explosive revelation that will expose him, but you've not managed to do that yet. So it ends up sounding like it's all talk and no action.
There is no action as far as I'm concerned. Let's assume that, okay?
So it's all talk. You never had any serious evidence against Arun Jaitley?
We have, whatever I have. Listen, the point is not that.
But then why don't you come out with it?
One second. My issue is, they are fighting me. I'm not fighting them.
Right.
They are supposed to have so much data on me, okay? They are supposed to have gone to every... They have agency arms that are that long. They have gone to hundreds of countries everywhere in the world. What have they found? If they found something, why not put it out there? If they haven't found anything...
But my dear Lalit Modi, why would you think that the Finance Minister of India has a personal beef with you? Why would you say that?
Because he started the cricket in 2004. He's become the Finance Minister today. Before that, he was the Finance Minister.
So you're saying, earlier your problem was with P. Chidambaram, now it is with Arun Jaitley. So it's one finance minister after another finance minister. Are you prepared to concede that maybe the problem is not with the finance ministers, the problem may be with Lalit Modi?
I'm not going to concede on that point because I know I'm right. Okay. I'm the one who created the wealth. I'm the one who united India. I'm the only one who put a product out there that unites the country for 3 months in a row. Right. Which whoever else has done it, I want to know. I did it on my own strength, with my own time, with my own money, and I took nothing from it. And the point is, there was no public money taken in the first place. So when they say, assume somebody is siphoned, what is it going to do with them? One second, it's a private matter. What's it going to do with them? One second, if that be the case.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Yes.
Now what happens to Lalit Modi? Because you do now have this order from the Interpol in your favor, but you also have these cases against you in India. Will you now come back to India and face these charges?
I will come back once I feel I am secure and there's not going to be pressure taxes by the government, and there's not going to be pressure taxes by the government.
What does that mean?
Who knows? You know, but you said yourself you have to have good relationship with the government.
But you dismissed that. You said that's rubbish.
I'm saying I'll go to the court system. When I feel that I'm comfortable with the courts and I have a victory in the courts, I will come back.
No, but you're contradicting yourself. You're saying on one hand that you have a very good case, that there's no evidence. All these agencies you just describe them as jokers. But now
I'll go to court. I'm saying I'll go to court now in India.
Then why not come and face the courts in Indian law?
I will face it, but I don't need the media circus around me at that point in time. Let it happen. I've done it very quiet. We have done it very well out here.
You're not coming back because of the media?
No. No, I'm saying there's a media circus going to be. There's a threat on my life. There's so many different things that are happening at the same time. Always. So I'm not taking...
Are these, as your critics say, excuses for you to continue to remain in a luxurious exile?
I can live in luxurious exile for the rest of my life. My grandfather made enough money for all of us for 5 generations to live. So I'm not worried about that.
But are you scared that when you come to India, you might actually end up getting into the tentacles of the law? They may actually find something against you, and then you'll be in trouble.
If they haven't found till now, and they could not produce it in the international court in 7
Then why not come back?
But because they arm twist you onto something else. You know how our country works. One second, they put Subroto Roy in jail. Has he done anything wrong? Has he done anything wrong legally?
But this is a government which you say is not the Congress government. This is a government which you say is headed by gentlemen who you admire. So why would he do that?
I'm saying there are things within the government that happen also which are beyond somebody's control. My point is that many things are happening which are beyond somebody's control. So the issue is there are push and shoves, and there's political horse trading here and there, and I don't want to be caught up in between that. So there is no reason that I should make myself subject to it. I fought hard enough. I've created something which is big. Nobody can take that away from me. I've cleared my name. One second.
But do you accept that era of yours, that phase of your life when you were heading cricket and you were doing amazing things in cricket, is over?
Of course it's over. I don't want to go back to it. I can understand. I do want to. I don't want to. I mean, they made a real muck of it. But what is it? Why would I want to go back to it?
This is now your clear official position. You're done with cricket.
I wanted to clear my name. Once my name has been cleared, I'm hanging up my boots, telling you today. I will not have anything to do with cricket from today onwards. I am hanging my boots today, and I was only waiting for my name to be cleared. Otherwise, people are saying that he's hanging up his boots because he's being prosecuted.
Yes.
Not for any reason. I wanted to make sure that globally I'm cleared. India may do what they want. But now that I've got it globally cleared, I'm hanging up my boots.
But here's the thing.
One second. I am not
interested. But here's the thing. The thing is that I just met your son yesterday in Delhi. He is now going to be taking over.
I don't know.
Fighting the elections for the Rajasthan Cricket Association.
Let's not assume.
Aren't you then keeping your finger in the door to a proxy to your son?
One second. My son is free to do the way we operate. Please understand.
Yeah.
My son is old enough now to operate on his own. I have my hand on his shoulder. I did not tell him, in fact told him, don't go to Jaipur, you're under media scrutiny. In fact, why would you want to take this in your life at this age? I told him that, his mother told him that.
But Lalit, with all respect, he's only 22 years old.
I told him the same. We told him the same thing.
So to tell us that he's acting entirely independently.
Completely. He's on the board of all the companies now. He travels up and down. He handles everything. He's a very smart boy. After he had a kidnapping. He had a kidnapping in his life. After that he has become completely sobered, and he works hard at this age. I couldn't.
So you're saying that his fighting the RCA elections is not Lalit Modi trying to enter
out of the question,
to enter the BCCI through the back door?
I hope he loses.
You hope your son loses
my
the
wife and I,
the
yes,
RCA?
Yes. We are out. Enough. We have done everything. He wants to stay. That's his business. But his mother doesn't want him, and I don't want him.
Let me ask you once more, as somebody who claims to love India, isn't it then better to come back and take your chances with India rather than just be this person who's always flitting from one country to the next?
Why should I not?
Like a kind of a perpetual global exile. Isn't that the better option?
No, because my wife is not well. She needs to have treatment all the time. Okay. Suppose they keep me back there and take my passport away and I can't travel. And there are chances. They've done it to everybody else. Right. I've seen all my friends have been not allowed for some reason or the other. Why should I take a chance?
Okay.
There's a reason why I should take a chance. She's had 19 cancers. And every other day there's a cancer. And the point is, why should I take a chance in my life?
All right. That's something that you brought up which is deeply personal, so I can't question you on that. Lalit Modi, thanks very much indeed for doing this.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much.
Thanks.